Greetings. This is Astrologer Pam Younghans, and here is my forecast for the week of November 20th to 26th, 2023. 3 planets exit emotionally intense, watery Scorpio and enter optimistic, fiery Sagittarius over the course of the next few days. The Sun makes ingress on Wednesday, and Mars and Ceres follow suit on Friday. As these 3 join Mercury in the 9th sign of the zodiac, we may find it easier to rise above some of the emotional density we've been feeling lately. At its highest vibrational level, Sagittarius can help us cultivate a more philosophical or hopeful perspective on events. Archetypes linked to the sign include the adventurer, the intuitive, the eternal seeker, and the wise sage. The arrow of the archer is always pointed upward, in search of the greater meanings of life. With help from Sagittarius, we have access to a broader vista and thus are more able to view life from a higher perspective. There is, of course, a shadow side of Sagittarius, as with all the signs. With so many planets in the sign, and especially with the Sun and Mars square moralistic Saturn in Pisces this week, we will need to be on alert for ways in which we might be self-righteous or dogmatic. If we are too adamant about the validity of our personal beliefs, we may have little tolerance for alternative worldviews. The judge, the proselytizer, and the fanatic archetypes are engaged, which may cause resistance and separatism. We may also find it hard to focus on practical tasks, our minds restless and our attention diverted by each passing insight or shooting star. And although Sagittarius is known for its light-hearted sense of humor, it also can be sarcastic and tactless when not conscious of how its words might be received. This week, before the shift into Sagittarius occurs, the Sun, Ceres, and Mars congregate in the final 2 degrees of Scorpio, with all 3 in harmonious aspect to transformational Pluto. On Monday, when the Sun and Ceres conjoin in the 8th sign and are sextile Pluto, family bonds are emphasized and potentially deepened. Focus is on intimacy and honesty, leading to stronger emotional connections. Mars is exactly sextile Pluto on Tuesday, and then aligns with Ceres on Wednesday. The themes here are similar to what we experienced on Monday, but we may be more assertive or courageous in how we approach issues or express our desires. A mother bear protective instinct is strong, and we are unlikely to take things lightly. Here are my brief interpretations of this week's most important planetary aspects. On Monday, the Sun is conjunct Ceres, sextile Pluto, and also Pluto is sextile Ceres. The need to feel connected to home and family is strong. We are willing to work on issues that need to be addressed to improve these relationships. And on Monday, Mercury is trine Chiron. Conversations today may bring up old feelings of insecurity, but healing is possible through honest sharing and attentive listening. On Tuesday, Mars is sextile Pluto. We have the courage to take decisive action today and may feel especially passionate about reaching a longer-term goal. On Wednesday, Venus is sesquiquadrate Saturn and also opposite Chiron. Fears and insecurities can arise regarding relationships today. This may result in feeling emotionally distant from a loved one. As always with Chiron aspects, much can be healed by focusing loving attention on our inner child self. Wednesday is the day that the Sun enters Sagittarius. The Sun will travel through the sign of the Archer from November 22nd to December 21st. Over the course of this solar month, we are drawn to explore what we believe and to engage in activities that expand our sense of life's meaning. In general, we may have little patience with practical details, preferring to contemplate the entire forest rather than the individual trees. The Sagittarius Sun also can provide an uplift in confidence and optimism. Wednesday is the day that Mars is exactly conjunct Ceres. This alignment helps us have the courage to directly face the truth of a family situation. It may also inspire us to play the role of psychotherapist for a loved one as needed. On Thursday, the Sun is square Saturn and sesquiquadrate Chiron. The need to take care of responsibilities could interfere with our freedom today. As an ideal comes face to face with reality, we may feel short-term anxiety, heaviness, or depression. Situations may bring up old childhood wounds of not being good enough if we feel we are being judged as being bad or wrong in some way. On Friday, Mercury is quincunx Uranus. The mind is distracted, making it hard to focus on practical matters. An intuitive knowing may lead to a change of plans. Friday is the day that Mars enters Sagittarius. Mars will be in Sagittarius from November 24th, 2023 to January 4th, 2024. We are inspired by higher ideals during these weeks and are more likely to act if we fully believe in what we are doing. Motivation is strong if we know that a greater vision or cause will be served by our actions. And Ceres enters Sagittarius on Friday. While Ceres is in Sagittarius from November 24th, 2023 to February 7th, 2024, self-esteem and self-acceptance are enhanced as we seek to find greater meaning in our lives and to expand our consciousness. On Saturday, Saturn is semi-square Chiron, Mars is sesquiquadrate Chiron, and Mars is square Saturn. Fears and insecurities may arise if we do not feel confident about our ability to take care of practical matters. Frustrations and anger are possible as a result of an underlying lack of belief in ourselves. And on Saturday, Mercury is sesquiquadrate Jupiter. We may receive and feel overwhelmed by too much information. The mind is scattered, making it harder to attend to details. On Sunday, Venus is quincunx Uranus. Restlessness or boredom in a relationship could indicate a need for more freedom, independence, or flexibility. This is a good opportunity to consider where there might be some elements of codependency at work. And on Sunday, Mercury is trine Eris. It is easier to be more forthright in communications today and to express our true needs and opinions. If your birthday is this week, although you may feel very clear about your dreams and desires and be strongly inspired to achieve them, there are likely to be some delays in how and when they manifest this year. The story of the tortoise and the hare may be helpful to remember, with the moral being that slow and steady wins the race. If you find yourself or your goals tested, consider that these challenges are enabling you to strengthen in some way, and that the end result and the timing will be far better than it would have been if all had proceeded exactly as planned. In addition, your determination and persistence in overcoming obstacles will enhance your self-esteem in lasting ways. This is Astrologer Pam Younghans, wishing you an inspired week. Thank you for being with me on this journey.
We hope that you have enjoyed this article. For over 30 years, we at Inner Self have sought to encourage new attitudes and new possibilities. For more inspiration, visit us at innerself.com. Thank you. Visit the Inner Self Market for new attitudes and new possibilities. You'll find inspiring books, wonderful music CDs, audiobooks, card decks, candles, jewelry, gifts, all kinds of wonderful things. Visit us at market.innerself.com.